Alright, let's talk about nostalgia, specifically Hypixel Nostalgia. You know, those late night grinding sessions, the old lobbies, the game modes that are long gone but somehow still live rent-free in your head. Yeah, those. Today, we're diving deep into the golden days of Hypixel, reacting to some of the absolute bangers from the Hypixel Nostalgia page on Twitter, or X, whatever we're calling it now, and breaking down why we feel so attached to something that wasn't even that long ago. And hey, if you've ever had that moment where you're like, man, I miss the old Hypixel, this video is definitely for you, so let's get into it. Now, nostalgia. We all know the feeling. The affectionate feeling you have for the past, and especially the good memories. A lot of people seem to think it has to be the far past you long for, and while that is the case a lot of times for many people, sometimes it just isn't. Nostalgia doesn't always need to be about something super old, because you can also feel nostalgic about something that happened just a few years ago, like your Hypixel phase, for example. But why does that happen? Why do we get nostalgic over something so recent? Well, it all starts with how our brains work. Nostalgia is tied to the emotions we felt during a specific time, like when you think about the Hypixel of the past. It may have just emitted some different energy and vibes compared to today. Like, for many it seems to be either Bed Wars before it got ultra competitive, or those skyblock moments when you and your friends were figuring things out together. So it's not really the games themselves you're missing, it's the emotions, the memories, and the context around it. Maybe it was late night grinding sessions after school, or the summer when all your friends were online, messing around in housing or TNT run. For me, the short time in which my Euphoria housing lasted from this video is priceless. It was really fun to meet a new community and bring people together into one place, and I hope to make a sequel to that video sometime soon, as it genuinely is the most favorite video of mine I've ever made. Either way, Hypixel wasn't just a server, it was a place, a virtual home base where so many of us spent hours and hours of our time. It's like looking back at an old playground where you grew up. It's not about the slides and the swings, it's about the people you were with and how life felt back then. But here's where it gets interesting. Nostalgia hits hardest when things change. Hypixel has evolved so much over the years, despite us not really giving them credit for that. Like, lobbies get updated, old game modes disappear, and even the player base shifts. It's no longer the same Hypixel you first logged into years ago. And while those changes are necessary to keep things fresh, they also create a kind of emotional distance. Suddenly, you're looking back in time and realizing how much things used to be different. That's when nostalgia kicks in big time. There's also something called the rosy retrospection bias. So basically, we tend to remember the good parts and ignore the bad ones because, let's be honest, the old Hypixel wasn't perfect. There was lag, hackers, and yeah, the occasional rage-inducing moment when someone fireballed you off the map at the worst possible time. But our brains don't focus on that. They zoom in on the fun, the community, and the little moments that made it all worth it. And honestly, that's what makes nostalgia such a powerful feeling. And Hypixel specifically has this crazy ability to create those memorable moments. It shows that Hypixel has always been more than just a Minecraft server for many. It's a time capsule, a record of your own personal gaming journey. And when you see an old lobby or hear that classic ding sound from earning coins, it's like opening that time capsule for just a second. Okay, that may just be a little exaggerated, but I definitely do get a good hit out of it. Like I explained on my last video, there's a lot of things that help you keep engaged on this server, and those can most definitely add to the nostalgia. Like for me right now, I'm playing Marvel Rivals non-stop. Bro, what did I just say? I'm playing Marvel Rivals non-stop, and honestly, I'm playing Marvel Rivals non-stop, and honestly, I know I'll get nostalgia eventually, just like I did with Overwatch back in the day. But let's be real, nostalgia isn't a bad thing. It's just proof of how much something meant to us. Hypixel helped us through tough days, gave us stories to tell, and to some, still brings people together. And even if the Hypixel of today isn't the same as it was back then, those memories, they're yours to keep forever, and for some people, it's fun looking back, so let's do that. You see, there's this page on Twitter called Hypixel Nostalgia, which shows off a bunch of old Hypixel maps, features, and modes, and I may not be the oldest Hypixel veteran, but there's definitely some things I can remember and be fun to look back on. So it's time for that little reaction segment so I can get this video over 8 minutes, and hopefully bring some of you guys back at the same time. This part of the video is going to be a little more chill and laid back since I was a little laid back when I recorded this, but regardless, it's my first time doing some reaction based stuff with the exception of my viewer confession streams, so I hope you enjoy. Best Skywars map. Oh, this one? I think I remember this one from Mega, but I didn't play Mega that much. I cannot relate to this. Not feeling nostalgic, honestly. Oh yeah, lobby presence. This was so fun to do years back. Nowadays it feels like just a nuisance to do it, and I feel like I'm not sure, but I feel like the rewards some years back was better. Signs to join games, bro. This is one of my favorite old features. This is so iconic. I don't know, I just love right clicking a little sign. It was fun, and this was great. I'm pretty sure you could select maps back then, but I'm not 100% sure. I know Smash Heroes was like the last game to have signs for like a few years until like 2022 or something, but that was like, it really took a while for them to remove signs. I remember that though. VIP lobby? Yeah, I was too broke for this, but let's not even talk about it. Sandstone. Yeah, I remember this. I remember I did like a sandstone castle in Bed Wars. When Hypixel had their 10-year anniversary, they were doing like a video contest. If you guys remember the video I made on that, I actually genuinely built a sandstone thing again in like a single player world of a Bed Wars map to recreate it, because you know it's just, you know, sharing memories, and that was like one of the memories I had most fond of. I was like level 5 in Bed Wars. I remember making like a sandstone castle around my team's base. Very classic, very classic. Dude, this Skywars map might be like my favorite one in this bunch. I think it has been so long since this thing was out, but it was so fun. I remember I just spawn in and then go to the next player, and this is so much better than like, what is it called, Shrine? I think this was such more fun gameplay in my opinion. I wish they would bring this back. I don't know why it was removed. Like the comments don't know either, bro. But yeah, this I love this map, bro. This brings back memories, and I just like the biome theme here. I think this is one of the most well constructed Skywars maps. It's very basic, but still works very, very well. Oh, here we go, adventure maps. Yeah, I think this is Herobrine's Mansion, but I might be wrong. I remember when I was like very young, I used to watch a few Brazilian YouTubers play this. It was really cool. I'll see if I can find one of their videos up here. But yeah, I really like this map. It was a thing back in the server back in the day as well. And the old game menu, I remember this. This was I think I was there at the time. I'm not 100% sure though, but this was like before the classic games lobby was added. And yeah, I mean, game menu has gone through a bunch of evolution recently, so I like this one a lot. Also, completely off topic, but there's just one time there was like a command that sent you into like a survival world where the admins were doing something like that. I completely forgot what it was, but it was like basically just survival factions or something like that. It actually was pretty cool, but it only lasted for around like a day or two, and then everything disappeared. I don't remember what it was, but that was like a very fun memory I have. I don't think it's gonna pop up here, but you know, at least we do have some removed game modes like, you know, PTL Battle Royale. I never got to play this, but I saw a few videos on it. Seems pretty cool, and a lot of people want it back, so pretty fair. And then ranked Skywars. I remember this. Obviously, I played it a bunch, especially in the last season. That's when I played it the most. I really loved ranked Skywars. It was very cheater filled, yes, but I felt like it was the most fun, you know, mode, I guess you could say, in Skywars. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Boat? Staple of insane mode. Oh, so people, okay, yeah, ranked players back then could vote for what kits people would play as, I guess, and then everybody would get that kit. So that's actually a pretty cool feature. I think the other big servers have that, but nowadays it's just kind of annoying because I don't think it's allowed by Mojang's EULA. That's why, you know, these ranks are very dumbed down into like features that aren't necessarily pay to win. But you know, if you're a creator, it's probably a good idea to have plus plus. If you're, you know, a leaderboard player, probably a good idea to have plus plus as well. So I guess that makes sense. Defib, man, I remember this guy. I swear to God, I think his last tweet was saying RIP to Techno. Let me check. Yeah, man. I'm sure he's still doing well, just out of the community. I can respect that. Was almost me at this point. Like, I haven't been active on Twitter for a while. I mean, I'm active like doing reposts, but that's about it. I mean, see the gap here, 5 months. I'm glad I'm not too addicted to this website. What is this map? Did they remove this? I feel like I played this recently, but it might just be a nostalgia thing. I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't know what it is called, but I remember this map for sure. No, actually, yeah, no, there's a map similar to this, but yeah, this one in specific was removed a while back. I thought it came back for a little while though. TKR lobby, man, this is old. Oh my. Oh, here's the old arcade lobby. I mean, this is not the oldest one, but I feel like this is the one most people grew up with. I'm still not totally used to the new one, but this one was, I feel like, very compacted, so it makes sense. 9 wins on Grid Sim, bruh. I think you gotta get your game up. Like, honestly, I remember grinding Grid Simulator, all the other simulators. I feel like those times are gone now, and I already have nostalgia from those. Like, even though it's still like the same maps and the same gameplay fundamentally, besides maybe the OG Grid Simulator not being available, I still feel like very nostalgic over it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to run the simulator community. I have a community Discord for that. I'm not gonna plug it because I know y'all don't play it, but I do have my own Discord, I think, in the description. I'm not sure. I haven't really been active, so I hope it's doing fine. Oh yeah, forms reaction. So basically staff could react with these little things, and they would count towards, you know, these little things stats, and it was like, yeah, mod emerald and helper lapis. I remember I got mod emerald. Mod emerald was changed to G emerald, obviously because helpers and mods, you know, rest in peace to them. Blaze pet was unobtainable. Well, I think it's something to say though. Well, it's definitely unobtainable now. So I guess that's that. I guess rest in peace, blaze pet. Actually, I'm curious as to what it says if you don't have the blaze pet now. I'm actually gonna check real quick. Okay, I'm on the alt account here, the one I got 99 from the second Grand Sim tournament on. Pretty funny. I did this tournament like after a party, so I was actually kind of like not sober, so it was actually impressive that I even placed top 100. But you know, it is what it is. We take it. I guess I am the certified Grinch goat. But yeah, so my profile, no, it's actually 5, right? Collectibles, pets, and then where is Blaze? Blaze. Oh, here we go. Unlocked in the tournament hall, but of course that's gone. So there you go, Hypixel. Go fix that little typo. You can use that in your next patch notes. And last but not least, the little intergalactic clickboards. It's like a staff lobby game where they could just kind of host these like little leaderboards. I remember. Actually, I don't know if this one was a specific one. Maybe it was just like that April Fool's mode from this year. But I remember, yeah, there's a lot of these fun little staff games with little leaderboards like these that have happened over the time. Like, I remember there was this one, I think it was like, what's it called now? Ping Wars, I think that's what it was called. Where the staff would just like ping everybody and see who got the highest MS and the lowest, or the lowest. I don't remember if it's like the lowest MS that won or the highest. But yeah, something like that. I think the highest MS won or something. That was pretty fun. But yeah, that's just some nostalgic Hypixel moments. If you have any other things or features or anything, go submit them to Hypixel Nostalgia and also drop them in the comments. I'm curious as to what you guys missed the most about the server. For me, it's still for sure Bed Wars grinding with my friends and whatnot. I think it's the memories that really lies in there, because I could not play Bed Wars for the life of me nowadays. But you know, I have to force myself every once in a while just for that background footage. But sometimes I'll just reuse a few years old background footage. But to be fair, I haven't played Hypixel Disasters, at least when recording this. Maybe I'll use it for this video's gameplay. If I don't, then you know, it is what it is. But I could probably make a video on that, so I'll save that one. Anyways, that's about it. Thank y'all for watching, and yeah, see ya.